What's up, guys? This is Will and I'm back with another video. And today I got a video where I want to talk about some of the things I don't like about my Note 8. So I've had the Note 8 in one color or another since it came out. The Note 8 is one of my favorite phones that I've ever had. There's not a lot of things that I don't like about it, but there are some things that I don't like. Some of these things that I talk about have been corrected or changed on the new S9s, but the S9s are not the Note 8 simply because they don't have the S Pen. So hopefully when they bring out the Note 9, they'll improve on some of the things I'm going to talk about in this video to help it, to make it a little better for me. Now, these are just all my personal opinions, things that I don't like. I haven't tried the S9s at all, but I do think it'll be coming to the channel pretty soon. And so let's get into it. So one of the first things I don't like about it are these rounded edges that it has. Makes the phone, in certain applications, stuff disappear before you want it to. Even if you're doing some typing or something like that, let me see. It kind of interferes with me with the keyboard on here. So a flat screen on the front of it would be better, in my opinion. I always liked flat screen phones, but I know with this Infinity Edge, that's how they want it to look. So just one thing I don't like about it are the rounded edges. And the next thing I don't like about it is glass back. Now, I understand with the glass backs, they make it possible for wireless charging and several different things. But for me, the glass back, and I've said it on other videos, that's just another screen you have to worry about replacing or fixing if you drop your phone without a case on it. So that's one reason I don't like the glass backs. If you put a screen on the back of it, I guess that kind of help it. If you put a skin on the back of it or some kind of screen protector, then maybe that'll help it from not breaking so easy. But just another thing right there. Now the battery, this has a 3300 milliamp battery, which I get pretty good battery life. But if you're going hard and heavy on this, the battery just doesn't seem to last as long as I would like it to last. I do get decent battery life, but seems like as time goes on, and the phone's not that old, I'm not getting as good a battery life. It could be an app or something like that, but I think they could maybe sacrifice a little bit of thinness or, just find a way to put a little bit bigger battery in it, because the Notes are consumption devices where you want to watch your movies, Netflix, do a lot of work with your S Pen and things of that nature. So a little bit bigger battery would also, or have it optimized where the battery would last a lot longer. The most controversial thing on this one, and they've corrected it with the S9s, the fingerprint position. As you can see with me, it's really not a big problem. I have medium-sized hands, not huge hands, but I'm able to reach it quite well. But I've been hearing people complain about they put it here and they turned all this around and faced it that way, and now they're complaining about now they have to kind of bend their finger a little bit to get to it. So I think having it placed down here will be a little bit better than there, because it's harder to determine where you have your finger at where it is now on the Note 8. Another thing, this phone is so slippery, man. This is slippery like a bar of soap, wet soap. And I think a lot of it has to do with these rounded edges. So you see I have this film still on there from where when they shipped it out factory. And that kind of helps me. I need to get a skin for it, I know. I know, being cheap. But put a skin on it, that'll help with the slipperiness as well. But that's another thing, and it's all glass with the metal sides. It's going to be slippery, and just the design of it itself. So just something I don't like about it. Another thing, this old Bixby button, I know you can disable it. I think maybe you can even set it up for something else. I'm not sure. Haven't looked into it, but I just wish the button wasn't there at all. It's like an inconvenience to me. I do use Bixby, but I rarely even open it up with this button right here. So it's in the way. Sometimes I'll push it and thinking I'm hitting the volume up and down, and it'll be the Bixby button. So another thing I don't like is how tall this phone is. Now I do love the 6.3 inch screen, but the height of it is kind of it's real tall. One of the features that it has, you can triple tap on your home button there and bring the screen down, so it makes it a little bit easier one hand use. But it's a tall device, and that's just something I don't like about it. None of this stuff's deal breakers or anything like that. And probably the last thing that I want to talk about, like I said, this is a great phone, probably the best phone that I've ever had. Not a lot of things that I can say wrong about it, but the speaker, that's weak, man. I'm telling you. So I'm glad on the S9s they put dual speakers on it. When that Note 9 comes out, if it's got the dual speakers, oh man, that's gonna be great. Because like I said, these are media consumption devices. A lot of people use them for. Why not have dual speakers on it? And I think that's what we're going to see on the next edition of the Note. And that'll make it just perfect for me. And I'm looking forward to getting that one and getting my hands on it. So this has just been a little short video on some of the things I don't like about the device. Like I said, I've had it in one color or another since it came out. And I get rid of it and I get it back. But this time I'm going to hold on to it because I'm utilizing that S Pen a whole lot more. And once you start using that, man, you can't really do stuff without it. So all right, guys, that's what I got on that. Stay tuned for the things I do like about it in another video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all in the next video.